House lawmakers are investigating extrajudicial killings linked to the Duterte drug war. Marian Enriquez has the report.
While carrying a portrait of her son, Cristina Pascual emotionally told the House Committee on Human Rights the story of how her 17-year-old child was killed in 2018 during the height of the Duterte administration's drug war. Her son, Joshua Laksamana, was allegedly killed by policemen in Pangasinan after he resisted arrest, or in Filipino, nanlaban. But based on the autopsy conducted by forensic pathologist Dr. Raquel Fortun, Joshua suffered from a fracture and hemorrhage. It also appears that the victim was tortured before his death. His mother says the cases they filed to seek justice for Joshua have all been dismissed.
Supreme Court, pinakamalaki na po to. Lord, kako, sana kahit man lang dito, bigyan mo kaming pagkakataon. Hirap na rin po kami paanong lumaban. Pagdating po doon ilang araw, dismiss na naman po. Paano po kaming hihiling ng hustisya sa ICC?
According to the 2017 accomplishment report of the Duterte administration, over 20,000 deaths were recorded under the drug war from July 2016 to November 2017. Almost 4,000 were killed in police operations, and the rest were killed by riding in tandems or unknown hitmen. This report was presented in today's hearing by human rights lawyer Shal Jokno in a Supreme Court resolution. But former Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea says he never saw this report.
2017 po yun. Ngayon, nasa internet yan. So sinasabi nyo, wala kayong alam dyan. So,
internet. Kasi
ay,
ako
hindi po. Kaya, oh my God. So ito 2017 po na report. Anytime pwede nyo pong makita. Kung nga nakita ko nga po eh. Wala kayong alam.
That was not part of my duties, and my territory's executive secretary was to give my report to the president, and from there on sa kanya na yan.
Ito pong mga report na to, I mean, Mr. Chair, dumadaan po yan sa executive secretary po. Kaya nga tinatanong namin sa inyo, kung nakita niyo po ba yan? Kasi dadaan naman sa inyo mga report po ng presidente,
wala
di ba?
Na akong copy.
Okay. So kung wala, Mr. Chair, napasupina natin itong 2017 na report na ito.
It was also revealed in the hearing that based on data from the Duterte administration, over 6,000 have died during police anti-drug operations from 2016 to 2022. Human Rights Committee Chairman and Manila Representative Benny Abante appealed to families of supposed victims of extrajudicial killings to participate in the House probe instead of just holding rallies.
Yung rally nyo, walang pupuntahan yan. Nakita nyo, nagraya na kayo dati. May napuntahan ba?
Lawyers representing victims' families are also called to file a class suit. But in response, the National Union of People's Lawyers said,
bago po kami makarating ng korte, kailangan po ng investigasyon.
I do realize that.
Hindi po kami private investigator.
The House Committee also clarified that their probe is independent from the International Criminal Court's own investigation into the Duterte drug war. But for one lawmaker,
the government can use the minutes of this hearing for the purpose of coordinating with the ICC if they want to coordinate. It is not for us to tell the executive department what to do.
The Marcos administration has reiterated multiple times in the past months that it will not cooperate with the ICC's probe, saying that it doesn't have any jurisdiction over the Philippines. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
Yung sa na-mention na,
yung
6,000 na napatay sa police operations, ang key statistic dyan is only around 400 lang ang tinitignan na kaso ng NBI. At tinignan ng kaso NBI, and even less than that daw, less than 300, 200 ang na-file ng case, yung mga iba pa na-dismiss. So if you look at the ratio ng yung computation, yung percentage, medyo mababa ang percentage na kaso na umusad sa korte versus yung number na namatay. So with that, ang sabi ng ibang lawyer, maybe you could cite at that point in time, there was a failure of the justice system na hindi makausad ang investigation properly because there was a sitting president. Therefore, baka makalusot daw sa ICC in terms sa ibang lawmakers natin. Ang problema, sabi ni Rep. Dan Fernandez, hindi kami we're not going to reach out to the ICC to coordinate. But if they want to,
they can use the minutes of the...
So it's just simply
iba na yung tono kasi ngayon sa
parang
Congress.
You're opening yourself up. Go ahead. If you want the minutes, we'll give it to you.
Parang gano'n eh.
Parang gano'n na rin.
Oo. Pero kung mabasa mo yung libro ni Patricia Evangelista, Some People Need Killing.
Yeah.
Ito yung mga
a lot of the
accounts
stories
ng mga
inano nila dito.
Tokhang.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi yun yung nausong word nung panahon ni...
Tokhang, hanyo, hanyo?
Tokhang.
No, there's a whole word, Tokhang, hanyo, parang something like that, meaning to knock. Kakatok ka, di ba? Kakatok ka sa Davao. Kasi
so, ang isa sa pinaka high profile or sikat na case dyan sa Tokhang na yun, yung si Kian De Los Santos, di ba? Na 17 years old na bata, na gagawa lang ng assignment, di ba? Na lumabas lang. Sabi niya, wag siyang patayin kasi, di ba, gagawa pa siya ng assignment, mga ganun. So, yan yung isa sa mga inimbestigahan outside na nadamay dito sa drug war supposedly.